simple tray. Look at the features. A nice lip around the tray. Big enough. Lightweight. Yes. This is very underrated and under talked about. So I'm going to talk about this and another subject. Balance. Woo! Gotta stay balanced, okay? Okay, let's go. Don't go anywhere. Watch it all the way through. Oh, please subscribe, okay? The tray, the common tray. I got this one at IKEA, but somebody told me they don't sell this tray anymore. And they did for years. This is my second one. So the next time I go through Phoenix, I want to stop and check and see if they have one of these again. Yeah, this is wonderful. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, I have a friend who wanted to try out a minivan, okay? And what he did was rented one, wanted to see if he would like it. He rented one, and he mentioned to me that he got, on his trip, he got some ribs, and he says, big mistake, don't ever eat ribs in a minivan. Well, this is something I haven't talked about very much, is the tray. Now, if he had had a tray going, yeah, he had a bed he took a bed and put a bed in there. He brought things with him, but he didn't have a tray. And I thought, I need to mention this to all of you, y'all. If you're going to get in a minivan or an SUV, maybe other vans too, but definitely, ooh, look at it, see-through. Ah, yeah. If you're going to get a SUV or a minivan, you got to have a tray. Make sure it's got a lip on it. This is especially nice because the lip is so tall. Yeah. It's so things really aren't going to fall out of it. So the reason I mention the minivan SUV is because, you know, other type of vans, they may have a table in it. Like if you got a ProMaster and you do a build out, you might have a table and even a sink built in. If you had a Class C, you're going to have a table and you're going to have sink, things like that. But when we're in minivans, usually, unless it's a really great build out, you need these. You need a tray. You also got to make sure you got these. These really make a difference. You know what I do with my tray? Is if I do 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, because these are the kind you can tear. 3 of them fits very nicely on my tray. Yeah. I use my tray for a lot of different things. In the morning, getting ready with my water, my bucket, my makeup. Yeah. Hair products, stuff like that. I can put it on my tray. Yeah. And when I make coffee and I put the 3 paper towels on it, and I set my coffee right here and put it right here. That way it won't spill and I can just drink coffee, watch a program, and get ready for the day, right? So I love my tray. And then, of course, you got the wipes. I get mine from Walmart, okay? Yeah. Sometimes when you get halfway through the bundle, you pull one out and 5 of them come out at once. But yeah, I love my wipes, yeah. I don't use them, actually I use paper towels just a little bit more than wipes lately. But yeah. These are nice to have. Let's say you were eating ribs, right? Be easy to keep things clean, your hands clean, yeah. Even if you have to use 2 or 3. So, tray, paper towels, wipes. Oh my gosh, essential. Well, I guess this would go with it too, right? Your spray bottle. I use half alcohol and half water. Yeah. Now, I want to talk about balance. Yeah, balance is important for senior citizens, no doubt. But I'm talking about balance in life, our lives, balancing everything out, all the different areas of our lives. Well, a lot of that has to do with the people in our lives, doesn't it? Sometimes we just have to get away from toxic people. Other times, everybody in your life is pretty much balanced out. Yay. That's really good. After the past year that I've had, I had to really balance my life out, balance my emotions, balance out the people that were in my life, the balance of the people that I let into my life. There was a nice quote that I read, and it said, people are going to be attracted to you. You, me. But that doesn't mean we have to invite them into our lives. That resonated with me. Yeah, I got that right away. There's going to be people that seem to be attracted to us for whatever reason. Sometimes, I've talked about this many times lately, we all carry childhood trauma. No matter what it is, it might be just very minute, it might be really serious. But in a lot of cases, as we get older, if we haven't dealt with it, we look for people that we can heal our childhood trauma with. We sense, we really are smart inside if we listen to ourselves. Our spirits kind of are guided to other people. Well, people might see you and say, oh, they're attracted to you. But they might not be good for you. And in turn, you might be attracted to somebody else, but you're not going to be good for that person in the long run. So, and in many cases, they probably are more warranted not to invite you into their lives. So it's give and take on that. It's tit for tat, right? But that really resonated with me. And I think that in some cases, that's what's been going on in my life here and there, is people were attracted to me and I thought, oh, well, they're supposed to be in my life. They were sent to be in my life. And it turned out to be a fiasco. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So I want you to take stock right now and think about all of the people that are close to you. You might have many, many, many people who want your time and they're in your life. But in reality, I think 3 or 4 friends, close friends, is about as much as any human can really handle. I'm talking about intimate friends, friends that you share your lives with, friends that you feel that you can be honest with and talk to, and you don't have to worry about them, whether they're going to run off and repeat things you say or run off and talk about you behind your back. People that you can really trust, they're here in your heart and you can count on them. Another good gauge is, as you're taking stock of the people in your lives, how many of those people in your life have your best interest at heart? Your best interest. Are they willing to be honest with you? If you consider yourself, I've got all these friends, I doubt if a lot of them are really close friends of yours. They might be more, you might want to classify them as really acquaintances or good acquaintances. If you're a nomad, you might have friends here. And then as you travel around in the country, you got friends over here. So I could see how you might have more than 3 or 4. But what I'm going to ask you to do right now is to think about those people that you really care for, and you know in your heart that they care for you. Those are going to be your true friends, and the ones who want the best for you. Let's say something good happens to you and you tell them, can you sense that they're a little jealous of you? Can you sense that they might give you advice that's not always, that doesn't sound right? Maybe they're trying to hold you back, or they're trying to manipulate you, they don't want you to go away from them. So they're steering you away from something that probably could be very good for you. If you're going to have a balanced life, and I've been learning this, oh my gosh, if I'm going to have a balanced life, I've got to make sure that the other forces around me, the other energy forces, are in my best interest. I do not let anybody in my life now that I don't feel is a good match. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter if I was totally alone. I am my own best friend. I know somebody just wrote me a message and said, well, it makes me sad that you're alone on your birthday or whatever. I don't feel alone on my birthday at all. My family, we did a FaceTime with all of us there. There were faces all around. We had a really good time. We spent a good hour. And I've got my friends online that I'm texting, and I'm talking to you right now. I'm in no way alone. I am so busy right now. It's crazy. I am so busy. I've got project upon project going on, and actually the summer, I bet, is just going to fly right by. Yeah. So sometimes we're in stages of our lives where I am right now, where it's okay just to be alone in seclusion. I am learning so much. Yes. And I'm reading scripture, getting very close. And I'm enjoying, isn't it crazy? I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my solo life right now. And I'm absorbing it. And I'm cherishing it every moment. I'm in the now a lot more than I was the past 3 or 4 years, for sure. But I feel like I'm still balancing myself out. I'm there, but in order for me to stay on a good balance, not moving this way, not moving this way, not moving, that it's maintaining that balance day by day. So I really implore you all to look at the people in your life. Are they toxic? Are you bummed out being around them? And I'm talking about family too. It could be family. You're maybe in a living situation that just is not good for you. It's killing you. Yeah. So just know that there is a balance that can happen. But you have to make some moves. You're going to have like a chess table. You're going to have to move some things around. And the one thing you're going to have to move is you. You know, whether you're the queen or the king, or, you know, you're going to have to move yourself around a little bit, or you're going to have to move somebody else around. If you have the power to move them out of your life, you're going to have to do that and stay in a balanced situation. Okay? So be aware of the people that are in your life. If you don't need them there anymore, they're no longer good for your psyche, good for your heart, good for your health. You're going to have to separate from them to keep yourself in balance. Some other ways that you can be in balance is get plenty of sleep. You've got to get the right amount of sleep. Otherwise, you're gonna be a zombie during the day. If you're staying up late, or maybe you're not sleeping through the night and you're still getting up early or whatever, if something's bothering you that much that you keep getting up in the middle of the night and staying awake, something might be out of balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me get a drink of my coffee here. In fact, let me get comfortable. Sitting on my knees. There we go. Yeah. Let me just check over my notes. I want to get everything out. Another thing too about other people to check out, are they saying things that you just want to hear? Or are they being honest with you? I think it's good to have friends. It's good to build each other up and encourage your friends. But are they continually just say things that they think you want to hear to keep you there with them? Yeah. Sometimes we outgrow friends, right? It can happen. Goals. I just talked about sleep. Make sure you get enough sleep. Okay? And I do think you need 8 hours. That's according to experts, the sleep experts. That's a huge area of study now. experiments and studying sleep patterns. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And they say that you do need at least 8 hours of sleep. I actually feel better on 9 hours of sleep. And I do like to go to bed early. Try to get to sleep just a little bit earlier than you have been, and test it out and see if you feel better by getting more sleep. Another thing too is drinking a lot more water. It's going to help balance out your body. When our organs aren't working right, it affects our mind. It really is one body. Even though we have the mind and we have the body and our heart, it all works together. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're drinking enough water. A lot of people just don't drink enough water. They just really don't. Let me get a sip. Another way to help balance out your body and your life is to take 1 day off a week. Just sit, maybe listen to an audiobook, pamper yourself, take a day off. Also, daily, take 5 minutes a day. Okay, just 5. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. Take 5 of those minutes and just make a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and just sit and look outside. Take it outside. If it's winter, just sit and look out the window and contemplate. Don't read, don't do anything. Just sit and daydream and think. Yeah, I really recommend that. It's a good way to balance. We want to have a balanced life, right? I know I do. And that's what I'm working towards, and I'm almost there. Yeah. Do you have any goals? Do you have goals? Well, maybe your goal should be to get a goal and start working towards it. You're going to feel so much better to have a goal and you're working towards a goal. And I'm saying this to a lot of seniors because sometimes seniors will live their lives as if it's done. They can just retire. They don't have to do too much. But to have a goal, very, very important. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We got the tray and we've got balance, to balance your life out. These are just little reminders. Most of you know all of this, but it's little reminders for you. And I implore you to start maybe eliminating some people in your life that are toxic. That's the one thing that can make you go so unbalanced. I had to learn that the hard way. And last year, there were a few people that just proved themselves to be very toxic in my life. And a lot of you have said, wow, you're back. I'm back. Yeah, Minivan Lee is back. Well, I am back. And it showed me that you don't have to live just letting anybody into your life. You don't have to do that. We can make our own choices. We're in control of our own ship. We're the captain of our ship, right? Okay, until tomorrow, everybody, please subscribe. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I hope you have a really good day. Good things are coming our way, aren't they? Bye, everybody. Mwah. I love you.